Hello friends, welcome to this session. In this session we'll be talking about HTTP and HTTPS. Now what is an HTTP? The name is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now let me open this paint, okay, and let me show you. This is user, okay, just a second. It hangs. Just a second, guys. Yeah, yeah. This is the user, okay, and this is your server. Okay, you want to access any website, then what you type http, okay, google.com. Okay, you type this in your browser and it wents here. Okay, it wents to the server, this http. Okay, what the server do, server analyzes this and it says okay, the person wants to access the Google website, and it responds back the data of google.com. Okay, now how the server understand that the user want to open google.com? Because user and server communicates with a set of protocols, that a set of rules, that if I want to open a website, I have to give the website name like this. If I want to open a different website, okay, say rediffmail.com, then it should be opened like this. Server knows this. Okay, so the user and the server can communicate in a language which is predefined, that is, it is already defined the set of protocols in which the user and server can communicate is known as HTTP, Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, it is a set of protocols for communication. Okay, now the another term, like before going further with HTTPS, give me some let me tell you some properties for hypertext markup language. First is, suppose you visited a website, let's say facebook.com. So the first page of facebook.com is the login page. As soon as you log in, your home page is comes, and from there you can navigate to your friends list, to the scrap menu or the another features. Okay, now you HTTP says that every page is independent. What I mean by independent is, when you log in into the Facebook, when the next page comes, it don't remember the previous page. Okay, that is, when you log into your home page, HTTP says that it should not remember the credentials of the login. Okay. But Facebook remembers. That will be studying later on, that how it remembers. But this is the property of HTTP. Okay, when you are navigating to multiple pages of a website, okay, from here to here, then here to here, and here to here, every page is considered independent. This is the main property of HTTP. No information from this page is shared to this page by this HTTP. No. Okay, this is the most important property of HTTP. Now, how that information is shared, we'll be studying this later on. Okay, now just revising one more time, HTTP is a set of protocols in which this can communicate the user and the server can communicate. Okay, now let me again show you. This was the user and this was the, now here was the communication, right, from the user and server. Now if I am a hacker, okay, or I am the security tester, penetration tester, whatever, this information which is going from user to server is going in a simple language. So if I can extract this information, if I put some server or some tool in between, if I access this information, then I can get the credentials. For example, if I am writing here that I want to access http facebook.com, okay, this reaches the server, server responds back with the home page. Now in the home page, user enters his username and the password. Now this request is also sent using this HTTP. Now using somehow means or tools, if I break this in between, okay, or I am peeking in what is in going from this, from here to here, then what I can get? I can get this username and password. Okay, so for these type of informations which are secured, instead of HTTP we use HTTPS. Okay, S stands for security here, a secure layer. Okay, that over the HTTP there is a secure layer. Now what does it says? HTTP says when you are communicating using HTTPS, the data which is being shared from user to server is in encrypted form. Okay, so let's suppose if a hacker access the data which I am being shared is encrypted, that is username and password is something like this, which he can never understand. This encryption is only understood by the server. So when we are sharing the data over internet using HTTPS, that is in the transport layer, we are sending that information securely. Okay, now it should be the case that suppose in a website we are using let's say Facebook only. Now when we are accessing facebook.com page, this page, when we are sending this command to the server, okay, now when this command is being sent, there is nothing. When the hacker gets this request by attacking, if he also get access to Facebook, it's nothing. Okay, a hacker also knows that to open a website you have to type facebook.com. So when you are sending this command either by HTTP or by secure layer HTTPS, it does not have some value. Okay, but when you are sending this user name and password, it should be sent through HTTPS. You try, you must be having some accounts on various websites. Generally see when you open a website, it's give HTTP. Okay, but as soon as you trying to log in, it automatically changes to HTTPS. Okay, all the confidential information or the secure data, it should be handled through HTTPS. Mostly the bank websites, financial transaction websites use the HTTPS. if you are opening a website and you are, let's say, putting some of your credentials and your financial transactions, if the website is not HTTPS, then in today's world better not to give your details there, because the information which you'll be giving won't be sent over the secure layer. So always check this. This S is of great resemblance. Okay. uh, Definitely, if you are visiting some bank, let's say ICICI, and doing some financial transaction, if you don't have S, then it may be some not the original website. It may be a malicious website which is developed by the hacker. Okay, it may be a case. Okay, so in today's world, it is better to be attentive while accessing your secured information over the internet. As a tester, you should always check all the secure information. If it's an e-commerce website, then make sure the login information, the passwords, the financial informations, the change password request, and the secure property should be sent through HTTPS. If it not, then please ask the developer to make send them through HTTPS. Okay, so that was all for the HTTP and HTTPS. Let's go by the definition also. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and HTTPS is a combination of HTTP plus the Secure Socket Layer Protocol. Okay, that is Transfer Layer Security. HTTPS is mainly used for internet banking, payment transaction, and login page. This is what I have explained. Okay, so that was all for HTTP. Thank you.